Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the one and only Hosting Cruz, bringing you another exciting edition of boxing. Don't forget to hit and to like, subscribe to my channel. It's always greatly appreciated. Stay tuned. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Hosting Cruz, and ladies and gentlemen, wow. Before I get into the wow, I want to talk about my trip to Manatee. It's about almost 2 hour drive from Paro to Manatee. I just came back, literally just came back from Manatee. I know I'm back in my Airbnb here in Fajardo. Let's talk about the event. It was a tremendous event. Santiago beating Angel Fierro in a tremendous fight. Yanka Rivera beating Victor Sandoval in a good fight. Pinedo beating Tapia in a good fight in the women's division. Welterweight. The crowd was on hand. It was packed. The pageantry, the national anthems, the Australian anthem, the Puerto Rico anthem. Everything was on point, man. And it was a sight to see. And Eddie Hearn said that, "See you soon, Puerto Rico." You know, it was a tremendous experience. He enjoyed hosting the event in Puerto Rico, and see you soon, meaning there'll be more to come. So let's talk about the fight. And the new Liam Paro, man, comes to uncharted territory and takes down, boxes away with a unanimous decision over Subriel Matias. Yes. Subriel Matias took a loss last night in Manatee, 12 rounds, unanimous decision. In the upset of the year, likely. Some say it's not an upset, but it is an upset because Liam Paro was coming in as the underdog. He was uncharted territory. He was fighting a guy that nobody wanted to fight. Subriel Matias, as we all know him, a lot of punches, ferocity in his punches, a vicious animal, vicious beast, pressure upon pressure, awkward punches, tap, tap, boom. And we saw that with Dadashev. We saw that with Ponce, Jukimbayev, Ergashev, Hawkins. All those are good fighters, very good fighters. And Matias beat them up, stopped them, made them quit. And Dadashev, rest in peace. And so coming in, a lot of Puerto Rican fans, including myself, saw that same fate for Paro. That he was gonna get stopped, he was gonna quit. And even I thought so, even though I said it was going to be a good fight. But not giving Paro the chance to the point of much less winning the fight. I said the most I give credit for Paro is giving Matias a good fight, but not winning. And he proved me and everyone wrong that he got the job done by going in there, boxing, holding, doing what he got to do. When Matias hurt him, he held instead of getting into a firefight and not holding. Veteran tactic to try not to hold, to avoid Matias letting go his shots and not giving him that space to unload some shots on Paro. But it was a very competitive fight. A lot of people say that Matias got exposed and all that, but the fight was very competitive. There were some rounds that was pretty close. You got one round where Paro was taking over with his pity pat punches, moving, jabbing. Here comes Matias with Verada punches to the body and head. So it was a exchange of momentum, of flow of punches. Paro doing work. Here comes Matias. But majority of the rounds were won by Paro, by boxing, moving, holding, being smart. Not letting Matias get off his shots. But Matias did have his moments. The thing is, with Matias earlier on in the fight, as the fight started, the first bell, first 2-3 rounds, he let him go. That's something that he normally does. Then he cranks up the pace, he cranks up the pressure, and then he gets warmed up. And then, the monster comes out. But not last night. Last night did not show the Matias, the monster that we all know, was not there. The ferocity in his punches, the bad intentions, the no give, no absence of malice. no mercy. That meat, that viciousness, that killer instinct was not there. Like I said, first 3 rounds he gave them up by not letting his hands go, letting Paro box, and because Matias does that feeling out process. But those 3 rounds, he did it for 3 rounds and let him go. Um, the third round was a bit more competitive because Matias started to let his punches go. I think the third round is when he backed up Paro and unloaded some body shots and headshots. So that was one of his best rounds. 4 or 5, and then in the middle rounds were really competitive. Both fighters exchanging rounds. Some rounds were really hard to score, and then like rounds 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 um, were more power rounds because Matias was having his moment. Matias did have his moment. Matias would land some. Here you have Matias would land some body shots, back Paro up. Paro would step back, um, and here comes Matias uppercuts, hooks, body shots. The barrage of the propeller of punches that we all know. And Paro would he would do what he got to do. He hold on, he dig deep, and I think it was like in the sixth round, Paro went back to the corner, and he took a deep breath. I'm like, I was watching that. I'm sitting there ringside. I'm like watching. Damn, Paro looks like he's gonna quit because he looks really tired. He took a deep breath, and it was looking like a typical Subriel Matias fight. The pressure was starting to get to him. Even the corner was telling him, "Do not quit. Do not. If he's tired, if you're tired, he's more tired." They were trying to convince Paro to lift his spirit up, to not quit on them because Paro was getting tired. Um, but yeah, Matias, like I said, Matias had his moments, but it was not the performance that we were seeing in the previous fights. You know, Paro, because coming in, Paro was labeled to be the best opponent that Matias has fought. But Paro, Ergashev, Jukenbayev, Ponce, Petro Senano, all good fighters. And I honestly felt like coming in that I didn't see anything different that Paro could bring that Ananya, Ergashev, Ponce, Jukenbayev didn't bring to Matias. And Matias beat the crap out of them and stopped them. So I always saw coming in that Paro was going to bring more or less the same thing. And I just didn't see it. And Paro proved me wrong. Paro was able, because a lot of times that Matias was in position to unload some shots and he didn't. He was coming forward, hands held high, not throwing much jabs, not throwing much body work. Tito Trinidad was at ringside saying he should throw more body work. Even Panda was saying throw more body work because at the time when Matias would go to the body, he would hurt Paro. Paro did never like getting hit down there, and he would back up. And unfortunately, Matias didn't unload those shots enough, and we got what we got last night. So I think Matias was in position to unload some shots because Paro was right in front of him at times, and Matias was not doing anything. Some people saying that he sold the fight because it was not. He didn't throw the same amount of punches that he usually throw. What 80 punches per round? We didn't even see that. And it was a close fight. Matias, even though he didn't perform like he usually does, he was the aggressor all night. He throwed, he landed the more concussive punches. The pressure was there, like I said. He threw a lot of punches, but not all land, and included for Paro. Paro threw a lot of punches, but not all land. But I guess the pity pat punches and the moving and boxing and stuff like that got him the point decision. Even Matias got a point, was awarded a point deduction because Paro was hitting Matias behind the head repeatedly. But it is what it is. That's boxing. Things like this happen. Major upsets happen. Sometimes when you fight in your backyard, it's a lot of pressure. Matias will bounce back. I was a bit upset last night. Had to go sleep with that sour taste in my mouth, and of course, everyone from Fajardo and everyone that came to see Matias as well and on TV. But I feel better now because I know that Matias has been there before, and the last time he took a defeat, he bounced back tremendously and became world champion. So he'll be back. Matias is still a dangerous fighter. Matias is still a dangerous fighter. There's still options out there for him. He can still fight Regis Progress. Two of these guys don't have nothing to fight for when it comes to titles. Both guys coming off a loss. Both guys want to fight for a world title again, so why not fight each other and set that up? Matias can fight Gary Antoine Russell. Russell just took a loss to Alberto Puello on the Tank Martin card. So they can fight as well. So it's not the end for Matias. Matias, I was there when he took his first loss. You know, I saw when he took his first loss, and I didn't let go as a fan. You know, so I'm doing the same thing. He lost here at home right in front of me. I was there live. I'm still not letting go as a fan. So because I know he's gonna bounce back. He's a warrior. Um, he's still a vicious man, bad man in there. He's still a dangerous man. Um, Mayweather Promotions took Malik Hawkins. They saw that Matias lost, and they used Matias as a stepping stone, and Matias ran him over. So Matias, somebody might make that mistake again and say, okay, Matias got beat. Let's go get him. So we'll see what happens, man. But congratulations to Paro, man. He got the job done. He held, he boxed, he did what he got to do, and beat one of the most dangerous fighters at 140 pounds coming into this fight. And I still think Matias is dangerous. Like I said, you know, style to make fights. A rematch with Paro is good. You know, I would like Matias, if that rematch happens, I would like Matias to start faster instead of giving up the first 3 rounds. And Matias knows what Paro has already, so no feeling out process. And Paro said he would like to come back to Puerto Rico, so, but Eddie Hearn said there's no rematch clause, so, I don't know. But all in all, man, Paro won. It is what it is. Matias, he'll learn from it. He'll go back to the drawing board. Like I said, he's been here before. He knows what it takes to take a loss and come back. Paro has never tasted defeat, but he has won the biggest fight of his career. He's now a world champion for the first time, so big win for him, and he deserves it. Congratulations. And I'm looking forward to see what happens with Matias and Paro. I mean, who is Matias? I would like to see how Matias bounce back from this, who he fights next, and same for Paro. Miracle Boy Boxing Guide, let me know what you guys think about Paro beating Matias. Let me know what you guys think about that decision and the performance of both fighters. Miracle Boy Boxing, I'm your host, Subriel Matias. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, guys. It is a pleasure to talk to you guys about boxing. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.